What are you looking at?
Hello. I'm sorry if I sound rude, but would you mind coming back later? We're actually closed right now. I just forget to pull down the shutters. Oh, you're so kind. I really appreciate what you're trying to do, but I don't feel strong enough to talk about it right now. Perhaps another time, when I'm feeling up to it. Yes, of course. Please forgive a foolish old woman for forgetting her manners. By all means, take a look. Honestly, I'm not sure if more business would be exciting or intimidating. But I'll give it some thought. Thank you for bringing this to me. Hello. I'm sorry if I sound... We're actually closed right... I'm afraid so, but I don't really want to talk about it right now. Perhaps another time. I'm afraid not, but come back tomorrow and perhaps I'll be strong. I'm afraid I'm not in the best of spirits right now, but I'll try and help. Oh, there you are. I'm feeling a bit better today. Sorry about all that before. The thing is, well, I lost my husband Thomas last week. He supposedly had a heart attack and fell from the upper platform. Of course, that's the official word from Neon Security. I'm not so sure they're telling me the truth. Spoken like someone who spent more than a day here. This place grows on you like a cancer. How that security officer could stand there and tell me Thomas died of a heart attack. Well, it's a damn lie is what it is. I'm sorry, this is my problem. You're just here to shop, and here I am filling your head with my conspiracy theories. Please forgive me. Oh my. You're the first person in this awful, awful city that's reached out to help me. Thank you. Yes, exactly. Oh, I'm so glad I'm not the only one who sees the problem. I suppose the proper place to start would be with Neon Security's witness. Tevin Anastas, that pompous ass over at the Emporium in Neon. Just please be very careful. I don't want to end up with 2 murders on my conscience. Tevin owns the Emporium over in Bayou Plaza. He's a horribly overbearing, pretentious man who wouldn't dare set foot in the underbelly. The strange thing is, we've never had to deal with him in person. Why he'd be involved in Thomas's death is absolutely beyond me. Be careful. Neon is a dangerous place.
what I don't sell ends up in trouble.
You? Yeah, you.
I understand why people settled here,
Did you drag me in here?
but it's not really my style. Feels more like a trap than a diversion to me.
Would you care to pick up an
I
exquisite gift
suddenly
while you're
inherited
here?
a fortune?
Are you sure you're in the right place? You certainly don't look like one of our usual clientele.
There's expensive, and then there's the Emporium. This place is in a class all by itself.
I cater to the high-end client. Affluent, intelligent, and successful. In Neon, that would be what we call the upper 10%. Yes, you're right. Of course. Of course. My apologies. Please forgive my disrespect. We have quite a few, shall we say, thugs that find their way into my establishment and create a disturbance. In fact, there's a particular Seoka member who calls himself Headlock, who repeatedly torments me by damaging my goods. Ah, yes, the authorities. Neon security. Corrupt, bumbling idiots who couldn't solve a crime if it occurred right in front of their faces.
Ha! Are you kidding? Surely you're kidding. Just to be clear, the authorities here don't work like they do elsewhere. They're not here to fix anything that was broken by them to benefit them.
Anyway, I've already taken up too much of your valuable time. Was there anything else I could help you with? Oh, I carry all sorts of unique items from across the settled systems. Luxury products for the discerning buyer. I'm not one to boast, but my shop won me my position as Administrator Bayou's personal decorator. His penthouse is my pièce de résistance. Before I forget, I also pay top credits to travelers that bring me unique baubles and trinkets, so keep your eyes open as you explore the spaceways. I'm sure you'll find the perfect gift. Oh my goodness, that's such a relief. You have no idea. Thank you for accepting my offer. Headlock's quite a dangerous gentleman. I believe you can find him hanging out somewhere in Epside near Frankie's Grab and Go. Whatever it takes. Just don't go getting yourself killed on my behalf. Anyway, that's really all I know. Head back here when you've taken care of the situation. Good luck. It was good to have you in my shop. Farewell.
Look, man.
How are things going? I'm doing okay.
Salutations, explorer. Ready to make your ultimate discovery?
Epside's a bad place for tourists these days.
How's everything with you? I'm doing great, actually. Thanks for asking.
Need something? You lost, kiddo? Yeah, well, make it quick. I ain't a fan of loitering. I had some high hopes for this shop back when my husband and I opened it a while back. These days, if you ain't a regular, you're usually trouble. Mm-hmm. Sounds like we understand each other then.
It's still remarkable to me that we
Not something I need.
It just gives me hope.
Never heard of them. Now, are you gonna buy something or just annoy me all day? How am I supposed to know where he is? That doesn't mean I should tell you. I hear you. I haven't agreed to anything yet. I told you, I don't know who Headlock is. Now either quit loitering or make yourself useful and buy something. Well, now that I know you're serious, we can talk business. Yeah, I know Headlock can't stand them. And I heard some of the other Sioka can't either. That boy doesn't know how to keep himself out of trouble. What'd he do this time? He's a customer. You're not here to interrogate me, so let's get back on track. I find that hard to believe. In any case, if you're so desperate to find him, he and his friends are probably hanging out in Warehouse 4 or somewhere near there. I gotta ask, what are you gonna do with him? You're right, and you're standing in mine. You better watch your tone. I've got nothing more to say to you. You have your info, so either beat it or buy something. See you around.
No fun. You try anything, you're dead.
And who do we have here? You here for business, or to get your head caved in? Is that so? I'm not just some low-life thug anymore. I'm with the Sioka now. You mess with me, you'll mess with the whole syndicate, and that won't end well for you. Tread carefully, then. The Sioka isn't something you want to be messing with. So go on, hotshot. Give me a reason why I should leave Tevin and his shitty little store alone. They realized I'm an asset, of course. I'm one of their best guys. I'm tough, dependable, and I make a lot of money for the Syndicate. Go on, enlighten me, but don't waste my time. That would be scary if security weren't corrupt as all hell. They're dirtier than I am. They won't get involved. I don't think things would be that extreme, but I guess I get your point. I can't believe I'm saying that. Sure, there may be some better uses of my time. It kills me to say this, but I see your point. Fine. We won't go around to the Emporium any longer. Whatever. Next time, I might not be so nice.
I'm watching you.
It's a bad place for tourists.
We've got you covered. Opening hearts openers, and you'll enter the power room. You'll visit the rarefied.
We sell. Welcome to the Emporium. Oh my. Now that is a true relief. I thought I would never be rid of him. I'm not one to get involved with the rabble, so I'm glad you came along when you did. Thank you for your help. I'm not telling you a thing. I've already reported what I saw to security. Stop wasting my time and leave. Your presence is bad for business. There's nothing to tell you. Get it through your skull. You're a very irritating person. Calm down, will you? Let me think about it. Oh my God, enough! I'll tell you what I know, if it'll get you to leave. I saw it happen. Thomas was murdered and thrown into the ocean. Afterwards, I foolishly reported the incident to security. For my efforts, I was rewarded with a gun to my head and threatened with death if I didn't keep silent. Nah, come on. I'm not risking life and limb to save someone I barely know. There are people that get paid to do that. I'm not one of them, so I simply prioritized my own safety and didn't get involved. A lot of good that did me. It was hard to hear over the commotion, but I'm sure I heard Thomas call his attacker Russell and Rusty a few times. From what I could gather, the attacker was after credits, and Thomas refused to give him any. After that, well, Thomas went for a swim. Where else would someone like him be, He stays at the sleep crates near Madame Sauvage's place. In any case, when you confront him, my name cannot be mentioned. I very much dislike sharing Thomas's briny fate. And with that, I must insist you leave me in peace. That is, of course, unless you'd like to make a hefty purchase.
What's up?
Look, man, have a...
Sophistication or ready to make your ultimate discovery?
That side's a bad place for tourists these days.
Hey, buddy. Why don't you throw a few credits my way, huh? Help a guy out, yeah? End up in the ocean? What the hell are you... Wait. No. He told me that everything was taken care of. No one would know. Listen, you gotta hear me out. I never meant to do anything. It was an accident. Why else? I needed some creds for Aurora, and everyone knows he and his wife run that shitty little shop. All they do is rip people off. He was bound to have creds. I got in a fight with Thomas. I asked him for some creds, but the bastard wouldn't give me anything. Things got out of hand. He ended up falling off the upper platform. It was an accident, I swear. Then I called my buddy in security and told him what happened. He took care of everything after that. Hell no, I'm not doing that. I'm a lot of things, but I'm not a rat. Listen, I messed up, I know that. But nothing can change what's already done. Just let me go and I'll disappear forever. No one will ever see me again. No one even needs to know I'm alive. Just... come on, just let me go. Oh my God. You don't need to worry. No one will ever see me again. I swear it.
I only fly on tire ships.
Just one point.
Thank you for doing this. And please, be careful. It's nice to see a friendly face. Please, tell me everything you know. I want to hear it all. I knew it. I just knew that I was being fed lies. Nothing added up right from the start. Neon security. How can they sleep at night and act like my husband's life wasn't worth anything? My husband's killer. Did you find him? What happened to him? Rusty. I believe he was one of the Generdyne workers that would come around and cause trouble. Steal things, vandalize, or the like. They were a rowdy bunch. My husband usually handled the troublemakers and became well acquainted with Rusty and his so-called friends. Vandalism and shoplifting is one thing, but murder? I just never thought things could go this far. So, what did you do with Rusty? Well, I guess I don't much care for what you did with him, as long as he paid for what he did. And about security. Did you find out which officer is behind the cover-up? Yes, you're right. It just boils my blood thinking about what they did. But I must say that I feel oddly vindicated just by knowing the truth. The uncertainty was constantly eating away at me. At least I can take solace knowing that justice was served, at least to some degree. I never would have figured out the truth without you. I have credits for you here. Of course, I want to thank you for everything. You're the only person to show me kindness in this city. You've helped me out more than you can know. Now that I know the truth, I think I can start focusing on healing. Or trying to, at least. Thank you. From the bottom of my heart.
The fewer people there are thinking about Aegis on a daily basis, the easier my job is. They've got you doing grunt work, Captain. Hardly the reward I'd expect for saving the city from a terramorph attack. Admirable. I bet qualities like that are precisely why you've moved so quickly up the ranks. But I'm sure stopping a terramorph invasion didn't hurt your case. In any case, let me fill you in. We have a dead drop that we think has been compromised. So I'd like someone from UC Security to handle the pickup instead. Take the package back to Sergeant Yumi, and he'll check it in as evidence before it gets routed back to Aegis. We think non-UC affiliated groups have their eye on it, and are using it to identify field agents. Normally, we just burn the location, but we didn't get this intel until after the drop. So we're going to need non-Aegis personnel to do the pickup to cover our tracks. Take the Nat to the spaceport. There should be a Galbank ATM right next to the station. The package is taped under one of the benches. Grab it and deliver it to Sergeant Yumi and the job's done. No. My parents would never have been so presumptuous. Every agent who joins Aegis gets to choose a pseudonym, pending approval, of course. I chose this for myself when I signed on. I have, of course, since learned that I am not nearly as smart as I thought I was as a younger man. I suppose none of us are. Good luck with the mission.
Yes? What?
Keep your eyes open.
And that is convenient, but riding right after eating can give you stomach aches. Every time I see that statue, I feel a little bit more. Can't really explain why, but I do.
How's the investigation going? Still have questions? Go ahead. Good work, Captain. Suffice to say, you were overqualified for this job, but given our staffing problems, I'm still glad you showed up. That being said, my luck seems to be turning around. We've gotten a lot of new personnel as of late, not just you. Who knew all I had to do was put up a sign? As am I. And the best part is, since you're all part-timers, there's no paperwork. Anyway, here's your payment. And if I have any more work for you, I'll let you know.